My name is Tyler Jansen, and I am the president of Smart Shift Communications. And Smart Shift, just a little bit about us. We are a public health and communications and behavior change marketing company. So what that really means is that we specialize in developing programs and campaigns, interventions, sometimes they refer to them in the public health world, that address a wide range of public health issues. Everything from tobacco use to risky drinking behaviors to opioid and cannabis education campaigns, physical activity initiatives, nutrition-related programs and campaigns, really a wide range of public health topics and issues. We don't have in-house web developers or front-end designers. And so we went to Graphem to really provide I guess the level of service we were looking for our clients to ensure that we had a relatively quick and speedy build for the digital properties that we needed to support the campaigns that we were developing, but also on a relatively tight budget. We work with government clients, typically at more of a provincial or regional level, and with nonprofit organizations. And so the budgets aren't huge by any stretch of the imagination. And so Graphem was really able to meet those requirements of quality, speed, and cost. There were two campaigns, Before the Floor and True North Strong were the two different campaigns that we needed websites for. My agency was charged with working on for our public health clients in Ontario. One was called True North Strong, and that was a tobacco prevention campaign for what are considered high-risk, rural, blue-collar young adults in Eastern and Northern Ontario. So that was one of the campaigns. And then the second campaign that Graphem supported our work with was called Before the Floor. And that campaign was developed to address risky binge drinking behaviors among college-age young adults, also in a region of Ontario. And so I hired Graphem to develop the websites for both of those campaigns. And each campaign was a little bit different. And so the needs from a web development and design perspective were a little bit different. And different in a number of ways. Different in terms of the audiences they were designed for. So ensuring that we had the appropriate overall visual aesthetic, and different in how we wanted or were looking for users to interact and engage with the content, and different interactive components on these respective websites. And so for True North Strong, Graphem did a great job with the True North Strong site. They were able to come in and understand very quickly what the brand was all about, and were able to replicate that on the website to ensure that it resonated with the target audience, and it really met the kind of other components that I was looking for as part of this overall scope of work. You know, I was looking to stand these websites up fairly quickly, and I worked with Graphem directly and their account manager to really work through the briefing process, the initial wireframing process, and then building out kind of the design and overall look of the site. And so Graphem was great in terms of being responsive to my questions along the way as I had them, and any sort of shifts in direction that we had along the way. They were able to respond quickly and provided me with advice as well in areas where maybe I was less well versed in web design best practices. They were able to guide that process for me as well, which was really helpful. I've been working with a variety of web companies for the past 15 years. And, Graphem really kind of shone through and provided, I think, a fantastic level of service. I have a lot of comparison with other companies. And I think where Graphem stands kind of above the rest is that they were highly responsive. They were able to get back to me and treat me, a smaller client, I would think the same way they would treat a larger client, which was really important to me, that I still had that, level of attention, despite the fact that it might have been a bit of a smaller budget and smaller scale campaign that they are used to. They still treated me with the same level of respect and a commitment that they would a larger client. For one of the campaigns, I think I gave them a bit of a challenge, and they had to develop something fairly unique from what I heard from them. They had not done this before. They really needed to develop not only a mobile first format for their website, but the entire creative strategy and concept was meant to be delivered in a mobile, i.e. vertical format. And so really what they developed was this entire web platform designed to fit in the palm of your hand. And it was meant to display a vertical video format and host that format on the website. They built a completely custom digital experience that formed the heart of a contest-driven interaction with the audience for the Before the Floor campaign that allowed users to seamlessly move through an app-like experience without it actually being an app. And so I think that is the biggest thing and the most unique thing that they brought to this work, is that they developed a website that acted more like an application on your phone. And so the speed in which pages loaded, the interactions, UI and UX that they created was similar to how an app on your phone would work, but this was all done within a standard web development environment. I would highly recommend Graphem for all of your website needs. They were highly responsive, very flexible in terms of the various scope or budget criteria that you or your company or organization may have. And I think they're really able to meet the needs of companies and organizations of all sizes, large or small, with the team that they have. So I was very impressed, and I would absolutely work with them again.